Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your girl Dominique Latrice and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be vlogging my experience in New Orleans with my partner and friends. This is an exciting trip because this is my first time with me and my partner actually traveling out, to a different city together. We have traveled separately, but this is our first time traveling to a different city together. So yay to that. So we finally arrived to New Orleans. Getting out of the airport, it gave me kind of like Florida vibes, like with the palm trees. It was like a nice little scenery. So we get into our Uber. Now we're headed to our Airbnb. So while we're in the Uber driver was telling us about the Essence Fest that they had that week and places that we can visit for New Orleans, like the food and spots that he think we will love while visiting New Orleans. We finally got to the Airbnb, and when I tell you the Airbnb was so nice, it was so nice. We had more rooms than we needed. It was only 4 of us, and we literally had a 5-bedroom. So this is me just doing a little walkthrough. Everybody got their little cameras out. Everybody on the phone talking to their people. Like, look at our Airbnb. It was so nice. So I was just scoping out the rooms and recording. And, of course, claiming my room, me and my man room. So these are the rest of the rooms. And I do want to say, one of the bedrooms in the beginning of the video where I showed the Airbnb, that room had its own bathroom in it. I didn't realize that until the last day of me being there. So this is my room that me and my guy chose, period. You see me, I'm fully in the mirror. The little body pic is giving body. We done settled into the Airbnb. Now we finna freshen up so we can try to enjoy some of this New Orleans food because I heard it was the bomb. So we hop in our Uber to go to our first restaurant. And I decided to record this pink house because it reminded me of the little pink house out west in Chicago, Illinois, and then they had the other colorful houses. I'm like, that's cute. So the first food place we decided to go to was Junction Bar and Grill. And when we got there, there was one person there, no one in the restaurant, and the lady addressed us and said, sorry, her cook is out for an emergency. And I'm just like, y'all only got one cook? The drive there was like literally 30 minutes from our Airbnb. So we just ended up going to another place. So we ended up just going across the street, and we thought it was a restaurant, but it was just a bar. So we ended up just looking around the area to see another food place so where we didn't have to travel too far. Y'all, we reached the second food place, and it was like an epic fail again. At this point, New Orleans was not fucking with us this day at all. We wait for 15 minutes, and then they tell us they won't open until another 45. So we decided to scope out the scenery. We like this time, we just gonna walk to see what's, around the area. It was a Popeyes, so we decided to go to Popeyes. Like, why not try Popeyes when it originated from Louisiana anyway? So after everything transpired today, we decided after Popeyes, like, we just gonna try it again tomorrow. So we decided to go back to the Airbnb and just drink on some Don Julio and listen to some music and just vibe. Y'all, it's officially day 2. We got up and got dressed and decided to hit a breakfast place called Ruby Slippers. So we got settled in, of course, and then we all started ordering our food. We all had different varieties on the table. I had breakfast tacos, which, by the way, was very good. I do not know what that pink sauce is, but if you ever been to New Orleans and you know what the pink sauce is, definitely make sure you comment. My guy had the catfish and grits. We had a friend with a hamburger. Another person had beignets and as well as, waffle. And of course, we had our little drinks on the side. Baby, we here for a good time, not a long time. So I'm definitely drinking in the morning. Y'all, the food was so good. It was literally a 10 out of 10. I don't think nobody had a problem with their plates. So once we got done, we ended up just going back to the Airbnb. and just take a nap before we hit the Nola streets. Of course, your girl gotta get a picture of the outfit of the day. And of course, I'm gonna take a picture with my man, cause duh. Decided to go to David Buster's. The space was nice. It was a little pricey. I don't know if it's the same price as Chicago, because I haven't even been to David Buster's since they closed the one downtown, so I don't even know the prices for Chicago. But it was a little pricey. But they had a game bar, they had pool, and then for like they little ticket things, they had some good rewards. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been to David Buster's in Chicago, but it was nice. We ate here, got us some little finger food here. Played some games for about like an hour or two until our points ran out, and then we was on our way to our next restaurant.
Don't fuck me up, don't let me down. You know I wanna be around. You tugging more and with my heart. Didn't think it ever be so hard. Crazy, I'm letting down my guard. Don't fuck me up, don't let me down. Cause if you ever wanna drown, I need to hear it from you. Can we no longer tell me how can fuck me up, don't let me down. Such a risk, but I'm willing to take a chance. What you think with my heart in hand? Gotta learn how to let someone hold. Take time, gotta trust who I let control. Got me questioning what I've done. It used to be out of reach.
So we did hit up this other bar called Bayou Restaurant and Oyster Bar. It was chill. The vibe was nice. I love the aesthetic with all the little leaves. And when you think of Bayou and the alligator, Princess and the Frog just came to my mind. But the food was good. It was a 10 out of 10. And, I'm good for the, trying new things, but I wasn't going to try no raw fish. I wasn't doing the oysters, but I did like my gumbo. And then, of course, your girl got to get a selfie in their bathroom, because period. So we decided to walk the French Quarters. I believe we was on Bourbon Street. But when I say every other corner had a voodoo chicken and daiquiri, a Willie's daiquiri, a oyster bar, like it was so many of the same restaurants and just in different locations. Like this area is like the heart of New Orleans. It look a little trashy. But the French Quarters is really known for the people coming together, and it's like a festival, musical type thing where people just come out there to sell their little items. They turn their music on and they party. Outside the restaurants, on the street, you got the little boys beating on the buckets. It's like a vibe. You got people like the restaurants. Of course, it's so hot in New Orleans. All the restaurants have their door open, so all the air coming out from the inside of the store. And then you have, when people hear the music, they just walking down the strip dancing. It's just a vibe. While walking down the strip, we did go to a souvenir place, because duh, why not? I ended up getting me like a little coffee cup. We got a keychain, alcohol pouches, kids t-shirts, and a key ring. But we then went back to the Airbnb and ended up playing like games and then going to happy hour. It is officially day 3. So we decided to go to a restaurant that allows us to fish the fish in the tank and let them cook the fish that we catch in front of us. Mind you, I don't eat fish back at home, so this was new. I was willing to, try something new like this. Catfish, I'm not really no seafood girly, but I'm like, I could try some catfish. It wasn't bad at all. It was pretty good. But it was raining all day, so we ended up going back into the Airbnb because it was just too wet and muddy. As you can tell in the video, I was kind of terrified because it may look easy, but it was kind of hard. It was already slippery over there. And then the fish was just dangling in the net. Like, it was terrifying, but I ended up getting the fish. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, this New Orleans food, like, the minute I eat something, I get so tired. I be ready to go take a nap before I do any activity. Everybody caught their little fish, and then after that we ate, and because it was raining, we went back to the Airbnb and did some stuff at home. Although it was raining, keep in mind, this is New Orleans. It was very hot. It was just, can't stand it. Like, we can be at home under some AC. So we wake up the next morning and we go to Waffle House. It was exciting because we don't have no Waffle House in Chicago. Now y'all already know. After we eat this food, we finna go take a nap. We wake up from our nap and then we go to the movies. We go see Bad Boys 4 at the Westin Hotel. It was like a hotel, movie theater, and a mall. But the space was so dope. Like, I just love the aesthetic. Like, it is so beautiful. I love the floors. Like, I just love it. I love me some plants. So as I'm just thinking about my experience here so far in New Orleans, like, a lot of stuff is so different out here. Like, I love their accent. Hands down, I love it. Even though sometimes I can't understand because some of these folks' accents is so strong. But, like, the cuss word, the B word, like, they use that. That's like a norm for them. Like, they say that and they don't mean no harm. And it's like, coming from Chicago, you hearing a person call you that, it's like them fighting words. But in New Orleans, it's so different. Like, they mean that as, okay, we cool. Like, in a cool manner. That's crazy to me. Also, like, 90 degrees out there feel like 110. The gas prices out there is so cheap. Like, it's like $2 and something per gallon. And every Uber that we got in, they had their AC on. The restaurants had their AC on blast. And it's like, in Chicago, people ain't turning their AC on like that because it burned up a lot of gas. They gas prices is so cheap. And it's like, they got a million of the same restaurants. They real big on voodoo stuff. Like, they voodoo crazy down there. But overall, like, New Orleans hands down, like, my experience out here was pretty cool. Even though I didn't get to, go to all the restaurants I wanted to go to, I'm definitely coming back out here. Yeah, it's a vibe. Like, yeah, it's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe all the time. So this is the last night we would be here, and I was able to take a picture with Chef D. This was the start of Essence Fest. A lot of famous people came out. I believe JT came out, Method Man. Even a lady who did the series on TikTok, Who the Fuck Did I Marry? She was out here. I was not able to see none of them because my flight left Friday morning. I believe all the good stuff happened on the weekend. But you know your girl had to get back to her coins. But overall, I had fun. New Orleans is definitely a sight to see, a vibe to catch, and they food hands down is good as F. I love they Nola accent. They real Nola crazy down there. They voodoo crazy. They heavy on oysters. If you a seafood person, you will love it because they have an oyster restaurant every other corner. Also, if you into drinks, they got daiquiris in every name restaurant you can name. Willie's Daiquiri, Voodoo Chicken and Daiquiri. So definitely come check to see what New Orleans is all about, the Nola. So if you thinking about a city to come out to, definitely New Orleans should be on your bucket list.